Welcome to Nordic.js 2015.
Yay!
Good morning, Copenhagen. It's so great to be here.
And hi to all of you live streamers that are looking at this from the internet. My name is Simone.
And I'm Daniel, and we'll be your hosts for this year's Nordic.js. Now, you might be saying, I recognize that guy. Well, maybe you know me from last year's Nordic.js, or maybe you know me as the creator of Fika Script, which is a tool that Swedes use to write JavaScript in Swedish and translate it to normal English JavaScript.
And maybe you know me as the creator of the toothbrush machine. Or maybe you're thinking, isn't that girl from that one episode of the Chinese sitcom Why Family in 2006? And yes, it was me. And if you happen to missed it, here's a highlight reel for you. So actually, this was a really traumatic experience at the time. And it's also kind of informative, because if somebody or anybody at any point in this conference make this face, get some help, because this is the face of sheer terror. But seriously, we want to create a good and comfortable and safe environment for everyone so that you can have the best conference experience you've ever had.
And what an experience that will be. Over the next 2 days, 14 speakers will be giving you 14 amazing talks on JavaScript. Now, what's a bit different with Nordic.js compared to other conferences is there's going to be no questions after each talk. Instead, what we're going to do is all the speakers are going to be manning the bar, and they're going to be your bartenders, giving you refreshments, coffee, beer. You can go ask them a question, or maybe you can ask them for a specialty JavaScript cocktail, perhaps the JavaScript promise. It's an empty glass, and we promise at some point alcohol will appear in it. Or maybe the Node and I/O tickles your fancy. You take one shot, split it into 2 shots, write community on one of them, and then it's up to you whether you want to put them back together and take the shot. Or my personal favorite, the callback spaghetti.
Yeah. And this is definitely the most filling of our drinks. So now the thing you're all thinking about, where's the Wi-Fi password? And it's actually right here. So you just get it, like, no,
not 3D glasses.
You just
it's
get to
crossing your eyes.
Cross your eyes. This is like another version of 3D. You just get to cross your eyes and imagine that you're like looking behind the screen.
I think like the people in the back rows should see it better.
Are you getting it?
I think you're doing it all right.
Yeah?
Just cross your eyes just a bit more. Your neighbor has it.
No? Yeah, you seem really focused. Can you see it? No? OK, so actually, the network is open. There's no Wi-Fi password. It's called Nordic.js. I think you'll all be able to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work. But hopefully, this 3D part will. So now's the part where I'd instruct all of you to take out your fancy 3D glasses.
So some of these 3D experiences might be a little bit overwhelming. And if you at any point feel a little bit nauseous, then just like grab your laptop bag and puke into it, or take your neighbor's laptop bag. Because we want to keep the space clean, OK?
Alrighty. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. The hashtag for this year's Nordic.js is #NordicJS. This concludes the 3D portion of the presentation. Please take off your glasses. Great.
So at the end of the day, we're going to have a session of lightning talks. And basically, that means that any of you can come up here on stage and talk for 5 minutes. And you can use this link to register. It's on the website, too. But we really recommend you to do it, because it's going to be a ton of fun. And then later tonight, after dinner, we have a ping pong techno fest, or techno ping pong fest. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? And it's actually in the venue called Kägelbanan that is just like literally around the corner. So yeah, that's going to be a ton of fun.
And we'll be giving you more details throughout the day on stuff
Yeah.
like that, and lunch and dinner. I don't know about you, but I'm actually going to be wearing my finest attire to this party tonight. What I'm talking about is the knäcke shirt, which is a shirt modeled after the famous Swedish knäckebröd. That's what I wore last year for Nordic.js, but for this year, we thought we'd kick it up a notch. So we've been wearing these shirts right here. If you don't get it, that's okay. It's based off of a Swedish TV show called Fem myror är fler än 4 elefanter, which actually translates to 5 ants are more than 4 elephants. Don't ask me what that means. It doesn't make any sense. All I can chalk it up to is that Swedish kids are probably kind of dumb.
So yeah,
I think that's all the stuff we had to say.
I think we're ready for our first speaker, our keynote speaker. He is one of the co-founders of StrongLoop and one of the main contributors of Node.js. Welcome.
B